Hello, Scorpios. Welcome. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining me today for our 2025 New Year's Tarot reading. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Let's jump on in. Obviously, I have the main spread pre-popped for your convenience. We are using the Osha Zen Tarot for that. And we're going to go ahead and clarify this main spread with our Gilded Tarot Royale. As always, Scorpio, please stick around for your advice at the end. It's one of the most important parts, which we'll be getting with the Moonology deck and the Earth Magic Oracle. All right, let's jump on in. And as always, do remember here, the messages are general, right? Not everything is going to resonate for everybody. These are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Scorpios, okay? Your main theme for 2025 is participation. You have aloneness in reverse, awareness, clinging to the past in reverse, totality, experience in reverse with harmony, here, love, and we have flowering and exhaustion. Interesting. Okay. Well, the first thing I'm seeing here is with main theme being participation, and you have aloneness in reverse as your departing energies from 2024. It's really like this year you're getting involved in something. I don't know if you're getting involved with your community, maybe you're getting reestablished in something that you touched on before, something maybe that you pulled back from, or you felt kind of alone in. Now we're getting re-involved. There's a level of participation. And with participation and totality, this does kind of have a lot to do with other people. There's a community here. It could be your work or have something to do with work. Could be spiritual here with awareness on the table. But it could also produce something here with flowering. I feel like, Scorpio, there's a level here of maybe pushing yourself too hard. Like if you found something difficult before or you felt prickly when you entered it, like we started getting involved or we started participating in something and felt a need to pull back. Like there's like a vulnerability there. It could have something to do with the way you're viewing your experience, what you're putting into your experience, or maybe worried here about too much about how others are experiencing you. Let's get into this here, Scorpios. But you're getting re-involved. You're getting involved this year. 2025 is about reestablishment. It's about reestablishing and participating in something to reestablish. Yeah, a re-solidification. Definitely something to be celebrated here. Something can build from this here, Scorpio. Please tell me more, spirits, angels, guides about participation. I feel that you were not involved before or you pulled back from something before. Now we're giving it the old good old college try, right? Now we're getting involved. I like I like that. Kind of has a feeling here of getting your hands dirty, getting all up in the dough, right? Experiencing things and giving back. Thank you, Spirit. Sharing what you've learned. And it does feel very spiritual, or it brings you, I feel, a level of peace that you may have not had before in previous years. And maybe that's why there was this like, I feel kind of alone, or I kind of want to be alone. For those of you who felt alone, you were never actually alone in those experiences, or you were never actually alone in something like you thought you were. So there's a level here of opening up this year, and I like that. Opening up, getting involved. Scorpio, please tell me, angels, guides. Tell me more, please, about participation for Scorpio's main theme. What's up for 2025? Hierophant in reverse. Okay, and the world card at the bottom of the deck, reversed. Definitely stuck in some form of cycle here. With the Hierophant, this is commitment. This is societal programming. I feel like what was expected of you, what you felt was expected of you. So this is not only a past energy. I feel this like the past is repeating itself a little bit here. Some unfinished business. Maybe in our commitments themselves this year, evaluating what we've been participating in, and then maybe making some changes, right? So that we could participate and go where we're needed and we feel better about what we have to give because it's more receptive, like receptive. People are more receptive to it if we maybe change something here, okay? Obviously, messages are all general, but there's something here I feel that needs to get wrapped up. We could be working on this wrap up in 2025 for some of you, and for others, this wrap up will get done right before 2025 and we can live in a different experience, but that's going to be very narrow. I feel that that's not everybody, okay? Because there's some sort of something here you've learned or some sort of um, so- something that you've learned that's been stopping you from really getting involved. And it could pop up again this year. Like the second you get involved again, for some, it's going to be like ooh, it feels some type of way. We have clinging to the past here. And we'll get to this, but this is a future opportunity of yours here in reverse. Five of Cups. Clinging to the past in reverse. This is a reset of programming. Tell me more about the main theme for Scorpios. Something that you learned that you have to give may also rub people the wrong way, or it has rubbed people the wrong way in the past, okay? And that's why you felt alone. It's not going to turn off like a light switch. You have the Queen of Pentacles twice, actually, here at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles, and flowering. The Four of Swords. Four of Swords is a pull back. This is a recovery. So you have two fours, obviously equaling the eight. No, 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 no. You have, yeah, no, you have two fours. Sorry, I was like, that's not a four, it's a five. Um, so there's a progression. Thank you, Spirit. For four to the five. Anyway, here you got this cycle. There's a need to break out of it. Two fours would equal an eight. We've been stuck in some type of cycle. Now it's time to reevaluate where we've been putting our efforts. And do you really want to get involved? Because if you do, you've never been alone and you can get back reestablished into something if you want. But everything's a choice. So here there's a need for rest, rejuvenation. Maybe for some, the way we've been going about participating needs a change in vibration. Could be coming from a level of exhaustion here. I do want to throw this in. We've got totality, which is the Five of Wands, and we've got the Nine of Wands with exhaustion. Coming in as an obstacle and coming in as how to achieve your goals. I feel overworking, over pushing it, not enjoying the experience day to day, but just maybe wanting too hard to see some sort of production or end goal could be stopping you here. There's a need to rest, rejuvenate, and reevaluate. There's also a level of how involved do we get? We can get involved without getting so involved that we push ourselves to exhaustion. You know what I mean? That could also be, or push ourselves out of the groove, overexert ourselves to a point where what we have to give is no longer as ripe, as valuable. Something about diluting yourself here in previous years, toning yourself down. For some of you, there's a reevaluation of some form of programming or your level of involvement, right? This is a balance. It's a guest, yes, get involved, Scorpio. Get your hands all up in that dough of your community. Spread your awareness, spread your knowledge, but make sure you're in a good vibration, that the knowledge that you're giving is very spot on. Also, that it doesn't become this chore, this like pulling teeth, just to have to get involved. If it feels like that, um, then maybe that's not the right avenue for you. Maybe you're participating in the wrong area of life. You feel me? Or in the wrong community, in the wrong soul tribe. It's going to be different for everybody. You feel me? Let's keep going. Let's dive more. We've got departing energies from last year. This is that hermit energy. We felt alone, or we felt, maybe I heard stranded. For some, you felt stranded, abandoned, left out in the cold. Maybe you felt like other people don't understand you or don't accept your teachings because they are not getting it. Like, there's maybe a level here of consciousness. Like maybe the people around you have not fully been in the right vibration for everyone to participate equally. And potentially that's made you want to pull back. Something here has made you want to pull back in the past. But this is a departing energy. And for a lot of you, I want to say you never were as alone as you have felt, okay? There's a level of outsiderness or like feeling alone or feeling like nobody understands you, nobody gets you, or nobody accepts you here. That has a potential to leave this year. Tell me more about aloneness, please, Spirit. There you are, Scorpio. In the reverse here with the Tower at the bottom of the deck. We have Eight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. For some of you, it was all a train of thinking here. These are both coming in the reverse. Something you were telling people, maybe teaching people, giving people. Part of you wasn't accepted. But I feel that there's this like encasement, entrapment. Maybe you were caring too damn much, right? This is much like you're trying to communicate with the ants, or you're trying to talk to the rocks or the trees. Where we're on two different wavelengths from the people around you. Something about you felt alone because there was a lack of acceptance. But it was all like this. Maybe we were given too much stock to it, caring too much, putting too much into it. It's like when the rocks don't respond, we take it personal. But there's a whole coffee shop of people down the street that you can connect with. Something like that here. Maybe you've been giving to the wrong areas of life or giving to the wrong people here, Scorpio, trying to participate in the wrong efforts. So there could be a reevaluation of efforts here in 2025. You could decide to want to get re-involved, but in a different way, and not taking it so personally, not keeping yourself in some sort of box or robotic train of thinking. And I want to say that because here with exhaustion, he's encasing himself in a robot. He's a robot to the outside world, but deep inside, he's hurting for certain. You feel me? Tired of it. Tired of it because it's become such a chore. But it doesn't have to be such a chore. Getting involved doesn't have to take so much from you, Scorpio. I feel that this is very much let's evolve out of the encasement of something, whether it's physical or whether it's mental. All right. Definitely, because with that Eight of Swords, right? Another eight, eight's about cycles. Cycles in the realm of thought process could be affecting your physical world, like what we produce in the physical world as well. But getting stuck in some sort of cycle of thought encases us in an entrapment, but we can break free here. Talents that you'll be expressing this year: awareness, some level of consciousness, a new level of consciousness, I want to say, breaking through for you. Maybe even catching you off guard, shaking up your world here. Maybe we thought some level of comfort was comforting, but it really wasn't comforting. Or some friend group or some job was not really what we thought it was. Maybe we were never comfortable with it. We were just going along with it. Tell me more about awareness, talents that you will be expressing. Scorpio will be expressing this year. A lot wanted to pop out. We ended up with the Three of Pentacles. It is a group effort. There's something about the groups that you've been involved in, the projects maybe that you've been giving your efforts to. I am feeling soul tribes. There could be higher level soul tribes, higher level communities, new experiences, new people to get involved in here. Scorpio, that with 2025, if you dive into that, you'll find a new, I'm being drawn back to the dough, a new something shaping, a new something taking form in your life. Holy crap, that's beautiful. High Priestess. High Priestess, you guys. With the Chariot, right? This is awareness. This is expansion. This is opening up, breaking through your highest self, your intuition coming in hot, heavy, very strong. This is a talent you'll be expressing. Whatever you decide, whoever you get involved with this year, it has a potential to be so expansive. I'm not just for you, but for the people that you're touching. I just feel like the community that you've been involved with thus far, Scorpio, is not absorbing you correctly, or you haven't been really giving the all of what you have to give. This year, going into a new vibration, a bigger, expansive vibration, a new awareness. This comes from your highest self. It is very much in alignment. Going where you need to be going here in 2025 is very much in alignment with your soul, baby. But it's about enjoying it. I feel like something about the heart. If you're not loving what you do, if you're not enjoying what you do, if you're not enjoying who you're around, that's what needs to change here. Whew. Okay, future opportunities. Clinging to the past here. In reverse, Five of Cups. There's a change with the five. You also have a five again in totality coming in your future obstacles. Five of Wands. There's an involvement here with other people. Now, you can't force people to get involved. You can't force them to give the level that you give, the vibration that you give, Scorpio. So something may have to die, change, or, you might have to go your separate way from it. Two fives would be a 10. And 10 is an ending. We have another 10 here in harmony, the 10 of Cups, okay? So something here needs to change, I feel, so that you can reestablish a belonging, okay? Tell me more, please, Spirit, about the future opportunities. To transmute your past, to not care so much how you're being received by others like you used to not care so much maybe how they are experiencing you, and care more, focus inward, care more about how you're experiencing them, how you're experiencing the world. And there's also like a lightheartedness that wants to come through, experiencing these things from a higher vibration, enjoying them more. Tell me more about the future opportunities for Scorpio for 2025. Future opportunities for my Scorpios to transmute some energies, I feel, to change where you were going now, to go in a different direction, right? Vibrationally. And again, oh my goodness, the Five of Cups. And this is what we are clarifying. So here you have it 2 times over. These cards are so hard to pick up sometimes. You have it 2 times over, once in the reverse and once in the upright. It's very much a choice. It's very much a direct change, a very intentional change, okay? Of how you wish to view things. King of Pentacles, very sturdy, stable, committed, rooted, grounded. So again, commitments coming here into play, love. What are you feeding? I heard feeding. What are you feeding? What vibration have we been feeding? What have we been working towards? Who have we been working for? Something about the tasks as well. Something about the tasks. Ugh, they don't feel good. Something about for some of you, it's like the line of work you've been doing hasn't been in alignment. That is up for grabs to change this year, right? For some of you, it's about enjoying your trade of work. And still others of you, I want to say, just because you're committed to it doesn't mean it's committed to you. Thank you, Spirit. So you have you have a possible change in commitment, but also something about being predictable, reliable. Consistency is a key here. You have a future opportunity to be more consistent to self, be more consistent in your line of work because you enjoy it more, or what you're spreading, the knowledge that you're spreading is more easily received because you're giving it to a collective of people who want to hear it, who want your involvement, Scorpio. Don't allow the past to to keep you stuck, to keep you grounded into something that's not even true, right? Again, with this choice, it's a choice of how we look at it. We can be very stuck in the emotion of it all. The day to day, the tasks feel very daunting. Something here is not enjoyable. It's robotic. It's maybe even for some of you, frustrating. Definitely needing to enjoy the experience. Maybe that's why we haven't been reliable in something. Or maybe the ideas of the past have become so rock solid that it's almost like that's more predictable and thus more comfortable for some. But vibrationally, it's not enjoyable, so we don't get as much done, or it feels daunting, so we don't produce as much. But there's something about here a flip of a coin, looking at it a certain way. Very it's a very black and white choice um of who to give to, of what to give to, of if we're passionate about it in the first place, should we be giving it, even a chance? Ooh, a lot of messages coming through, but 555. I want to say, like Soul Source Tarot says, 555, expect the unexpected. That wants to come out very strong. Expect the unexpected. But also, stop expecting altogether. Thank you, Spirit. Stop expecting altogether. For some of you, we're getting hung up on how others are experiencing us. That takes away from us having a good experience. Oh God, it wants to come out this way, so it's going to come out this way. Fuck them. I'm sorry. Fuck them and go on to the new. If the group of people you've been giving to, if that job doesn't appreciate you, if you've been giving and giving and giving and it hasn't been well received and it's been bothering you to a point of like why even give, then literally why even give? Because you could be well received somewhere else, baby, and it'll change your experience, okay? So we have the upcoming obstacle of totality, living moment to moment, but in a way that's like frustrating. It's like tightrope walking. Not you cannot miss a beat. Something about there's no wiggle room to miss a beat. Ugh, this feels very mundane. It feels frustrating. It feels emotionless. It feels robotic. It feels like you're detached from it. Um, but we can be involved in something that we are very attached to and it doesn't feel so daunting. Tell me more about totality, upcoming obstacles, this tightrope walking, this like any moment it could come crashing down. Tower in reverse. It hasn't crashed yet, but at any moment it could. And the fact that it can is really uncomfortable. It almost makes me want to pull back. I don't want to get involved. Maybe this year we participate, we get involved in something new and let the old crash down. Like if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. And that could be with anything, right? Planting seeds elsewhere, taking your business elsewhere. Knight of Pentacles here. Slowly uprooting, I heard. Thank you, Spirit. The slow uprooting of something. We have exhaustion 2 times over. A lot of synchronicities here in this reading, Scorpios. 999. Why did I hear 999? I was reading this was like a 9 to me for a minute. 369. You have a lot of consistencies here, but things are likely to change. You've been pushing yourself to a point of exhaustion with something. It's never felt good because maybe you were never supposed to be giving to that group of people. Maybe you're supposed to make a very granular change, a very direct and intentional stop in your tracks and change ways here. Something that you've been giving to. With the Nine of Wands, this is not only that wounded warrior exhaustion, right? Energy, but this is like the walls are high. We're beat down. There's a need for protection. We want to keep pushing forward for something, but there's a reevaluation here. Does it bring happiness? Does it bring joy? If it doesn't, why are we giving to it? Tell me one more about the upcoming obstacles. Um, Passion here, fire, creation. Maybe for some, something being created, something being fed that we don't even want to see. I'm getting a fire, like a forest fire. Fire's getting out of control, can't be contained. So an upcoming obstacle, potentially a resistance to burning something down. Something can't be contained any longer, Scorpio. We got to go elsewhere, it feels. Participation in other groups or a bigger, more granular experience awaits. We have the Fool, Aries energy. Now, why am I hella nervous to why am I hella nervous? Like hella nervous to turn these two cards over, especially because they both came sideways. And it can go either way. And I know that that means it can go either way. And I'm seeing a bridge of an experience here between the upcoming obstacles and how to deal with these upcoming obstacles. There is a very solid way to deal with this. Oh gosh, but it's very much a choice. We have the Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Goodness. First of all, I got to ask, are you being overly strategic, overly careful about placing information? Are we lying, Scorpio, in some way? Not saying that to call you out on anything or be rude, but just saying, is there a reason that you have to hide who you truly are or be so strategic? Or are you holding back in some major fashion, in some major way? Because your bridge of these upcoming obstacles and how to deal with it is to give something maybe you've been withholding. This tightrope walking doesn't feel good, and yet we keep doing it. Changing your experience this year, it's very much about who you've been giving, what you've been giving to, or what parts of yourself you've been showing. Yeah. There's something about you being very strategic, holding back. There's a great fear here of how you've been accepted or not accepted. You got some walls here that need to get torn down because in the new year, you can receive something better than what you've been getting. Or you can give something to that's so much more meaningful, or it will be received in a more meaningful way. There's something here that's caused you in the past to stifle your own production or not be able to receive. And I feel it has something to do with the level of vibration that we've been giving. This, like, we're holding back, or we're like tightrope walking, or we're like giving it all that we have to give to a group of people that's just not wanting to give back. Okay, so it's going to be different for everyone, but this is your literal bridge from to how to get over these obstacles. That's what I'm seeing with this. Harmony here and experience in reverse. Harmony is the Ten of Cups. This is how to deal with these upcoming obstacles. Upcoming obstacles of feeling this juggling energy, this we're done, we're over it. We're done talking and no one's listening, or we're done feeling so beat down because everything is so freaking hard. I promise you, it's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be this hard. If it feels like agony, if it feels miserable, like pulling teeth, that's not the right vibration. So if it's the job, if it's the trade, if it's the people, whatever it is, we need to go back to the drawing board, reanalyze that. Because this year, it's about participating and getting re-involved in something, participating in a new level of vibration, participating with maybe a new group that's going to receive us better. But it won't happen if we're stuck in the old. It also won't happen if we're so busy going and just trying to have some form of experience, or maybe we're having this experience only to make money. We're having this experience only because, well, you got to keep the roof over the head. We're involved with this this group of people, And maybe we don't like them. Maybe we don't want to receive them. Like maybe they're, I don't want to say below you, Scorpio, but maybe these people you've been giving to can't receive your highest level of vibration because they just are not those souls. Maybe you're just hanging around a bunch of NPCs and you feel like these are your people and they're not. Okay, so it's going to be again different for everybody. But it feels like so far you haven't been enjoying it and it's really about enjoying the experience. So what have we not been enjoying? What have you not been enjoying? Because your how to deal with these upcoming obstacles, how you bridge this gap, is to be genuine. Go forward with just enjoying the experience. Woo! Oh, the whole deck wanted to come flying out just now. Tell me more about harmony and experience. Thank you. It is a choice. Judgment here. I heard second chances. For some, we keep giving second chances to something or someone, but it's about having a higher level judgment now. Ace of Wands reversed. Are you even passionate about what you've been doing here? Are you passionate about it? It sucks your soul dry. It sucks you have your happiness. Something about improperly placed sexual energy for some of you. If your job is sexual, this could be taking away from not only the highlight of what sex should be, like sacred sex, making love to a partner, being in like really soul entangled with somebody, that could be a big thing for you. If we're having sex for money, if we're having sex without love, all right, just got to throw that out there, Scorpio. Um, but something feels dragging, draining, feels soul sucking. Ace of Wands, improperly placed passion, anger, um, or dread, a wet blanket energy. Something about something about what you will continue to experience in your reality in 2025 can be easily changed. It's all on you. It's about reevaluating and pulling back from what doesn't work anymore. And I feel like you know this, or you'll become aware of this, that if it doesn't feel good, it's not part of where you should be. And I don't mean like an instant gratification feel good. There's a difference. What feels good on a soul level and what feels good because it's involved in the 3D and it's disingenuous. You do know the difference. You do know the difference, Scorpio. There may, for some of you, robotically go through these things knowing the difference, but burying the highest self that's trying to tell you, hey, hey, what you're participating in is you're better. We have something better than that for you, Scorpio. Something that's going to make you so much happier. It's going to be so much more well received to the soul, even not just in your community, but also in your soul. Yeah. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. If it doesn't feel good to the soul, not to um, the instant gratification factor of the 3D world, right? Okay, how to achieve your goals and dreams. I hope I'm not insulting you, Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio too, by the way. Um, so I can see this. I can see this. Definitely. Not all of it resonates, but again, it's a general reading. I can feel this energy in certain parts of my life as well. And this could very well not even be your reading. So do take whatever I am saying, especially if it's rubbing you the wrong way, with a grain of salt here, love, okay? But also, if we are offended, analyze that because your emotions are indicators, and if you're offended, there's probably a reason. There's a part of it that might be true on some level. There's something here we might be afraid of accepting into our truth, even though it's truth. You feel me here, Scorpio? Okay, it's going to be different for everyone. I love you. I love you. I love you. How to achieve your goals, baby, and your dreams. I'm really being drawn to the flowering. because this exhaustion is so robotic. It's so just go through the motions. Something should be flourishing, but something should also be enjoyed. Okay. Um, she is she is sitting there. Let me draw your attention here. She has in her sleeves, which is very symbolic, under her sleeves, seeds, just thousands upon thousands, just hidden seeds. All these different avenues, all these different experiences, all these different seeds to plant. You have a lot of knowledge to spread, a lot of beautiful things about you, Scorpio, to give. You maybe have given the wrong thing, or you may be giving to the wrong people, right? But there's also something about enjoying it as you give. She's sitting there, sitting pretty. This guy is not freaking happy, bro. I'm shaking. Why am I shaking? He ain't happy. He's beat down. He is done. But this girl, she has abundance. She has proper sexual energy as well. As you can see, her boobies are out. She's very feminine. The cross, the Venus around her neck, in alignment with her heart space. There's something here very, very enjoyable. Something you should be giving to the world that should be happy. It should come like freely, openly. The lotus flower unfolds slowly. So something about patience as well, right? Just because she happily throws the seeds doesn't mean they will all take form. Doesn't mean they will all grow to something. So for some of you, you've been over worried or over exerting yourself, too worried about the seeds. You throw the seeds, and the key here is just enjoy planting. Don't worry about what takes form. Something about in the spring. I think in the spring, what takes form may surprise you, love. What takes form may surprise you. This is how you achieve your goals. You enjoy the experience without worrying about where the seeds land. Sexual energy is coming in here at the tail end of this, Scorpio. So just putting that out there. There's a time and a place for said indulgences, but also with only certain people, where it actually takes form and takes shape to mean something. Right? Something about what you've been involved with hasn't felt good, or it hasn't been well received by you or by others. Okay? So now and I feel like the key is either what we've been giving to, who we've been giving to, right? Or just the fact that we have not been enjoying this at all. And I feel like enjoying it has a big, big part to play. Tell me more, Spirit. Because you've been over worried, you know? There's some over worrying about others, or over worried about where this goes, where it's going, what am I going to get out of it? What am I going to get out of it? I don't feel like I think you're missing the point. It's not what you get out of it in the physical world. It's about what you get out of it in an experience level. What you get out of it on an enjoyment level. What you get out of it on a knowledge, on a lesson level. Something about being comfortable with the self, darling. Lovers. Lovers. Gemini energy. For some of you, you've been pushing so hard, looking for a soulmate, looking for your soul tribe. How do you achieve your goals and dreams? You just enjoy it, and then it all comes to you without any hangups or worries. See, it's hard to create from a closed heart. It's hard to manifest what we desire, that which will fill up our heart space, that which is overflowing with love and abundance and experience. Good God, I'm 40 minutes in already, and I haven't even gotten to your advice. And then we have the Six of Cups under that. The past coming in heavy. So, true love, soulmates, soul tribe experiences here coming. Um, how to achieve your goals and dreams. Focus on your happiness, your enjoyment of the experiences themselves, and your inner alignment, Scorpio. Focus on your inner alignment, focus on yourself and aligning with your highest. And for some, that's through rest, rejuvenation, meditation. Breath brings purification. Tears, as well with the rain, brings purification of the soul. Purification brings alignment to the new, alignment to higher self. And this brings true love. This brings happiness. This brings more in the physical world. Then I feel you being strategic about who sees you for what you really are, and who sees what out of you, and who gets what out of you and what you get back from them. It's all very yeah, it's all very confined. Oh, it's all very confined in a box, in a box. And that getting out of that box, that's what this is about this year. All right, Scorpios. My God, I can't believe I talked for so long. Jeez. Okay, Scorpios. Advice for Scorpios in 2025. It's so hard not to overthink, right? Lotus flower, unfoldment. And she sits atop the lotus flower. Look, it's even the same color. The color pink may be very big for you. Pink is love, it's compassion, but it has a very soft, peaceful feeling. So something about regaining your peace here, baby. Um, Definitely watching things unfold slowly, riding the waves of emotion as well. The lily pad brings a stability for the flower, but it also brings more stability than it realizes, right? Because there's creatures in the water that hide under the lily pad for safety, you know? And I believe, isn't there like algae and stuff that collects under there that the fishies eat? So it's a providing energy as well. So watching this all unfold, I feel it will start from within you and go out into your physical reality. I think for some, we're getting stuck in the physical world, something about the entanglement of it, right? And we're missing the point of it all. We're missing the point of the experience. Having love, having genuine love and compassion here. I really do feel soulmates coming in for you this year. I feel a reestablishment of a soul tribe or a new soul tribe coming in for you, Les. As long as you get involved where you desire to. Get involved not because you have to, but because you want to, because you have something to teach, something to give. Also, here, strength. It won't be easy. We'll have to be strong like the mountain. We'll have to show ourselves more compassion, more love. There's also this pushing through. Never give up on self, baby. Never give up on self. You do have something to offer this world. But I think the people that you surrounded yourself with um, may be the problem for some, or this vibration that these standards you hold yourself to. I did see release wanted to come through on this deck here. Autumn equinox release. Something about things unfolding slowly for you. The more you feed the vibration of what feels naturally good and what feels good because it's good for you. And be strong in that. Thank you, Spirit. Childhood innocence. For some of you, dealing with some childhood wounding. Others of you, becoming a better parent or a better child. Interesting. Or a better child from the change in our experiences or change in our reality, or the change we see, the way we see our experiences. We have iceberg submerged. We have been very, very much immersed in something, encased in something. Now it is time to, instead of submerging ourselves in negative emotion or in what other people think of us, or pushing and pushing and pushing through like the mountain, strong, strong, go, 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 to something that we don't even want to be doing this. Why? We don't even want to be doing this. Let's get one more. If you're going to submerge yourself in anything, submerge yourself in experiences that feel good, because then the magic that unfolds from that is what you won't see it coming. I think this is the problem, is you've never seen this coming. Like, but you've been trying to wield it, but you won't naturally let it happen. Something about naturally letting it happen. Rainbow blessings wanted through for you, Scorpio. That's a lot. This is a lot. I see eagle communication, Gaia nurturing, wind activation, love. And you have promise with the new moon and fire passion in reverse. Ooh, ooh, negative place passions, potentially sexual. New moon, something about new feelings. Your passion is sacred, okay? Something about your sacred sex, your sacred passion, something you have to give here that is sacred, sacred knowledge, the passion within you. Okay, something we've been giving willy-nilly to people who don't deserve it, or something we've been giving willy-nilly without holding enough value to it, or maybe holding value to the wrong thing. River movement wanted to be seen. For some of you, this requires movement away, movement in a new direction, baby. Also, don't allow passion to, sexual passion, for example, or anger, something like that, carry you in a direction that you don't want to be. There's a higher level awareness here that what we've been giving can produce so much more, but we need to stop worrying about the production itself and give where passion is true, is natural, is um, something about it being genuine. Something about it being genuine. And then there's new feelings to come through. The promise of a new moon, the dawn of a new day. You feel me, baby? Let's get your moonology advice. If you're enjoying this reading, Scorpio, if you're even still with me, give me a like, share, comment, subscribe if you vibe, you guys, whatever you're able to do. Um, whew, whatever you're able to do helps the channel to grow, and I greatly appreciate you guys. We have here, prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Something about new, right? The way you feel things, a new way to feel, a new way to operate, a new way to think. This brings the prosperity in the physical world, Taurus. In the physical world. Advice for my Scorpios for 2025. I'm telling you, yes, get the heart right, and then you're going to see some type of change in the physical world that brings more abundance. The abundance that you've been seeking, the stability that you've been seeking will come. Nothing will come of this situation void of course moon. So yeah, some things are not working, baby. And the things that aren't working, groups of people that we're working with, um, any limiting belief systems, any limiting things from the past, all that needs to go this year. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. New, 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 new. New moons. Moons are deep, emotional, right? Things that are hidden coming to the surface, I want to say. But let's not forget here, confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo, it was in reverse. We need to be confident in what we have to give, confident in our motive of why, and confident in the value that is behind it, whether it's accepted by these people or not. Expect powerful change in your reality here, love. Take a time, take a breath out with the disseminating moon. I feel before the new year, before the new year, there's a reevaluation of these things. Okay. And the reevaluation to these things, taking that time out, is really going to help you begin to see things differently and begin to come into this falling into a new alignment so that things can get better for you, baby. Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So you've got Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius showing up here in your advice. Aquarius has that community feel. Leo is about being in the spotlight. Some of you are being watched this year. It's about being watched heavily by the community. But also, we got to be grounded. We got to stay grounded. We also have to have a motive of love, of not just being in the spotlight to be in the spotlight, or being in the spotlight when we have no confidence in what we're bringing to the table, or we have no confidence in what we're bringing to the table because the table that we bring it to, everyone around us is expecting something different. We bring a steak, for example, right? But everyone's expecting dessert. So everyone looks at you weird, Scorpio, and you're like, no potluck? you know? And it shakes up your confidence. But the problem's not you, darling. You brought fucking steak. You feel me? The problem was the venue. The problem was the group you were in. The problem was what you brought, the level of expectation to what you brought. And that has to do with the people you're serving on the table. You feel me, God? I hope that makes sense. And I feel like you didn't want to go to this function anyway, right? Something about not even wanting to be at that damn potluck dinner anyhow. But you go anyway to please people that you don't even like, that don't accept you, and you're like, well, I don't like you. Why would I want to even what? Why do I care what you think? How could Brenda think that about the steak that I brought? Fuck Brenda and her cupcakes. Brenda ain't crap. You feel me? Like there's something here about your association. It's not your value, baby. It's the value that you're trying to give to the people who aren't accepting it. That's really what it feels like. Anyway, now it's new change. It's a new way. Expect powerful change within you or invoke powerful change within you, baby. And that's what brings prosperity. Okay? But just enjoy the experience. Say you do get to the table. Maybe everyone goes, "Ugh, Scorpio, this is a potluck dessert. You brought steak? Take a little piece of that steak, lap it on a cupcake, and eat it in front of everybody. You feel me? And then laugh about it. And they either get the joke or they don't. You see, change you, and that's going to change your outer. Change your inner, you change your outer. Okay? Okay, loves. Whew. Good read. I hope that helps you, loves. I hope it helps you gain clarity in the new year. See where this is going for you. Scorpio, you're amazing. You're amazing. Just be your amazing self. Be your amazing self, unshakable to the right energies, and you're going to see things all unfold. But don't hold back. Don't try to change who you are. Don't mask yourself. Don't hide your humor. Don't hide and change who you are to please people who they just don't get you. And there are more important things than um giving something that's too sacred to be giving when the payout is not enough or it's just not stable and never will be, right? Like sex for money. You feel me? There are bigger, more important things. All right, loves. I love you. Until I see you next time, Scorpios, please take care. Please stay safe out there in the world. Mwah. Peace, love, and light to you always, Scorps.